Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Today I will discuss interview questions and answers related to the internal promotion examination for banks. Welcome to part 8 of my Path Through the Corner Office 2025 to 2026 series, where I simplify bank promotion examination interviews with practical questions and answers, examples to help you climb the banking career ladder faster. Now some interview questions and answers from operational procedure for settlement of claims of deceased or missing depositors' accounts. Now some interview questions and answers from general and policy framework. What is the objective of the bank's policy on settlement of deceased depositors' claims? The answer is to provide speedy, simplified and customer-friendly settlements of claims to avoid hardship to legal heirs and nominees. The policy is based on guidelines of which authorities? The answer is Reserve Bank of India, RBI, and Indian Banks Association, IBA. What is the role of IBA model operational procedure in this policy? It forms the base framework for settlement of deceased claims. What is the maximum threshold limit for settlement without legal representation? The answer is up to rupees 40 lakhs, subject to conditions and approvals. Why is simplification of deceased claims important? The answer is to reduce hardship, delays, and legal expenses for common customers. Now, some interview questions and answers from nomination and survivorship. What is nomination in bank accounts? A facility allowing a depositor to nominate a person to receive account proceeds on death. Is nomination mandatory? The answer is no, it is optional. Does nomination override rights of legal heirs? The answer is no, the nominee acts as a trustee for legal heirs. What is survivorship mandate? The answer is an operational instruction like either or survivor allowing survivor to operate account. Give examples of survivorship clauses. Either or survivor, anyone or survivor, former or survivor, later or survivor. Can banks insist on legal documents if valid nomination exists? The answer is no. Insistence is unwarranted. What discharge does the bank get by paying nominee or survivor? The answer is full discharge of bank's liability. Should branches promote nomination facility? The answer is yes, actively at account opening. What happens if court order restrains payment to survivor? The answer is banks must comply with court order. Does survivorship apply automatically in joint accounts? The answer is only if mandate is provided. Now some interview questions and answers from action on death of account holder. What is the first action by branch on receiving death information? The answer is record death and stop operations in the account. Which document is essential proof of death? The answer is death certificate issued by competent authority. Should nominee be informed by branch? The answer is yes, through written communication. Is operation after death allowed? The answer is no, operations must be stopped. What system entry should be made? The answer is deceased status marking in CVS. Now some interview questions and answers from single accounts settlement. How is a single savings account settled with nomination? The answer is payment to nominee after verification. How is it settled without nomination? The answer is payment to legal heirs after verification. Is premature closure of FD allowed to nominee? The answer is yes, as per contract terms. Who can request premature FD closure without nomination? The answer is all legal heirs jointly or their authorized representative. Is maturity mandatory for payment to nominee? The answer is yes, unless premature closure is requested. Now, some interview questions and answers from joint accounts without survivorship. How is joint account settled after if one holder dies and nomination exists? The answer is paid jointly to survivors and legal heirs. If all joint holders die and nomination exists, the answer is paid to nominee. If no nomination and one joint holder dies, the answer is paid jointly to survivors and legal heirs. If all joint holders die without nomination, the answer is paid to legal heirs of all depositors. Is claim mandatory in jointly operated accounts? The answer is yes. Now some interview questions and answers from joint accounts with survivorship. Who gets payment when one depositor dies on either under either or survivor? The answer is surviving account holder. If all joint holders die and nomination exists, the answer is paid to nominee. If no nomination and all joint holders die, the answer is paid to legal heirs. Is legal heir consent required if survivorship mandate exists? The answer is no. Does survivorship apply to term deposits? The answer is yes, as per mandate. Now some interview questions and answers from HUF accounts. What happens on death of Karta of HUF? The answer is account may continue with new Karta after documentation. Up to what balance can HUF continue without claim settlement? The answer is up to rupees 1 lakh. What document is required for new Karta? The answer is affidavit cum indemnity with sureties. What if HUF balance exceeds rupees 1 lakh? The answer is account treated as claim case. Now some interview questions and answers from simplification of claims. Is legal representation mandatory for all cases? The answer is no, waived up to rupees 40 lakhs. What if there is dispute among legal heirs? The answer is legal representation is mandatory. What documents replace succession certificate? The answer is indemnity, affidavit, surety documents. Who approves claims without legal representation? The answer is competent authority as per delegation of powers. Now some interview questions and answers from documentation thresholds. What are the required documents for claims up to rupees 5,000? The answer is declaration, understanding, unstamped indemnity. What are the documents required for rupees 5,001 to rupees 25,000? The answer is affidavit, stamped indemnity, and one surety. What are the documents required for claims up to rupees 25,001 to rupees 5 lakh? The answer is stamped indemnity with surety for twice amount. What are the documents required for rupees 5 to 40 lakh? The answer is stamped indemnity with surety for thrice amount. Is legal year certificate mandatory up to rupees 5,000? The answer is no, subject to satisfaction of branch. Now some interview questions and answers from due diligence. What is OVD? Officially valid document for identity verification. What are some examples of OVDs? The answer is Aadhaar, passport, driving license, voter ID. The an- what must be matched with death certificate? The answer is name in account opening form. How should payment be made? The answer is account payee DD or PO or credit to account. Can branch visit claimant's resident? The answer is yes for verification if required. Now some interview questions and answers from time norms. Settlement time for nominee or survivor cases? The answer is within 15 days. What is the settlement time for without nomination? The answer is within 1 month after documents. Who ensures adherence to timelines? Branch manager. Now some interview questions and answers from interest payment. What is the interest payable on FD till maturity? The answer is contracted rate. Interest on premature withdrawal by legal heirs? The answer is lower of applicable or contracted rate, no penalty. What is the interest on overdue deposits? Savings bank rate from maturity to payment. What is the interest on current account balances? The answer is savings rate from date of death or 1st May 1983. What is penalty charged on premature closure due to death? The answer is no. Now some interview questions and answers from other operational aspects. What is splitting of term deposit? The answer is issuing multiple receipts to claimants. Is splitting treated as premature withdrawal? The answer is no. What is pipeline flow? The answer is credits received after death of depositor. How is pipeline flow handled? The answer is estate account or return to remitter. Can minor be claimant? The answer is yes, through natural guardian. How is minor's claim safeguarded? The answer is deposit till majority or guardian declaration. Now some interview questions and answers from missing person accounts. When is a person treated as missing? The answer is as per RBI and legal guidelines. Is legal opinion required in missing cases? The answer is yes. Can banks settle missing person claims? The answer is yes after due diligence. Is surety required in missing cases? The answer is yes as per amount. Now some interview questions and answers from practical and scenario based. Can bank insist on succession certificate if nomination exists? The answer is no. What if nominee is minor? The answer is payment through guardian. Who bears risk in settlement without legal representation? The answer is bank mitigated through indemnity. Can one legal heir receive payment? The answer is yes if mandated by all heirs. What if forged claim is suspected? The answer is claim should be withheld and investigated. Now some interview questions and answers from customer service orientation. What principle guides settlement of claims? The answer is compassion and customer convenience. Is delay in settlement acceptable? The answer is no. Strict timelines apply. Who is accountable for non-compliance? The answer is branch officials. Why is nomination publicity important? The answer is to reduce future disputes. Does policy aim at legal correctness or customer relief? The answer is both. Thank you very much for your patience. Please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.